What's going on, YouTube? I figured I'd just update everybody on my project here. It's a 72 C10, the 60 408E. I've been working on this thing for, I don't know, about 6 to 8 months now or so. So I'm just showing you the project. It is coming out of the garage right now. It finally pulled itself under its own weight and drove around. And now it's just a little bit of tinkering here and there, so I just show you everything I've done. I'm just gonna update you guys. So here she is. You know, I did a short bed, long bed, the short bed conversion. That's all the bed's off. Bed's at my buddy's. There's the old bed. So I cut, 12 inches out of the middle, welded it all back together, and I cut 6 off the end. And so I got me a short bed 72. Just kind of do a little walk around here. It's nothing fancy. It's a straight old patina truck I pulled out of a field. Hasn't been running since '97. I got it for $600 and I loaded it all up. And I've spent way fucking more money on it than that. So lots of hours just to have a nice beat up truck with a cool motor in it. So there she is. So on the back end right here, I got the Jeep Wrangler tank. I got other videos for that. So it's a 87 to 90 Jeep Wrangler tank that I used a 94 S10 Blazer sending unit and a Kimzo pump, the $30 one off eBay. I still have to figure out all my gas filler stuff. That's just a hose to fill it up right now. I did all AN fittings, so that's AN6, and I went right down to the side. I still need to clean up all my wiring. Remember, project ain't done. Then I did that is a 01 truck fuel filter. 01. I don't know what I did was use AN fittings to adapt it right there to there, and to use on my lines. This thing has all new brake lines on it. I got a brand new driveshaft. I got that from Amazon. It's okay quality. It was $230 from Southwest Speed, and it came with the yoke and everything like that. You got to give them the measurements, and they sent you one. The U-joints are less than desired. One of them cracked on me right when I got it, and the yoke is a small 4-inch yoke, and my stock one's like a 5. So it was a little bit different, but hey, for the price, I'm not complaining. Here we go on the inside here. I just put a newer bench seat in it, no carpet or anything like that. None of my gauges are working just yet. I figure I just do the OBD2 stuff for now. We'll start her up for a sec. So she just got open headers right now. That's how she's looking. To run it too long just because I'm not sure what my temp's at. There's that. So for everything to make this thing run, it's a 60 408E. I just used the factory harness like I did on all my other videos. You watched that. Just do a standalone, and I kept all the 01 stuff right here. And then I just got rid of the big fuse block out of my little panel right here. And then I label all my wires really nice and neat so that way they don't wear off. So as you can see, I don't got my TCC hooked up, I don't have my cell light hooked up, I don't have my fans hooked up. This is just a rough draft right here. So I'm just excited. It hasn't been out the garage for a long time. First time starting it and first time actually like moving it on its own power. So I'm eager to show her off, I guess. So on the truck itself, like I said, 6.0. Then I got the Speed Engineering 1 3/4 headers. They're the long tube ones. They got the Speed Engineering wires right there because they were hitting the headers otherwise with the factory with the AC Delcos I got. For the mounts, I got the 87 C10 mounts, the 73 A7 mounts, and then I use the Tejas mounts itself so I can keep AC. I haven't got the AC yet, so that's another day. Same thing on the crossmember. It's the Tejas crossmember, so I got some notches in it on both sides to make my exhaust go all the way out. eBay intake. I love eBay. I love Amazon. So eBay radiator. This is I forgot the brand of it, like DSI or something like that. It's a 3-row aluminum radiator with dual fans. My buddy has one We're just fine. It feels kind of warm already, so I guess it's cooling, I guess. Other than that, I did a Hydroboost setup. That's out of an 01 2500. Everything came out of 01 2500. We had a tornado back here in Jeff City back in June. I bought the whole truck for dirt cheap because the tornado wiped us out, but the thing ran good. I drove the thing home with safety glasses on because there's glass everywhere in that thing. So then I use with the Wildwood proportion valve. That's actually, I think it's the Summit one. It's a little bit cheaper. So I use that for the front and back brakes and everything. So Hydroboost with that. All the lines are different sizes, so I had to get some adapters and make it adapt there. That's another thing, but all in all, it's pretty simple to do. You can see it's literally just everything out of a 2500, just put it in here and adapt it to it. So this radiator hose is a 2500 radiator hose. I had to buy a new one because the other one had like a soft spot in it. And then over here, this radiator is 1.5 inches, and this has 1.25 inches for LS's. So I had to buy like a little adapter from ICT. I'm sure you can just go to Menards to buy one, but this is aluminum, and I'd rather keep aluminum so it doesn't, mess up or warp or anything. So I just hose clamped it together to make it work. You can see my steam port that I did. Is another video I did. You can see the steam port right there, looking good. Other than that, just fairly stock build. I don't try to go too crazy with my stuff. I try to keep it nice and simple for you guys. Try to keep it nice and simple for myself. I don't see the point of trying to make it too crazy for everybody. These swaps are super simple, and once you realize how to do them, it's cake. So other than that, all the other mods that I do for this truck, nothing much for the cab or anything. I did delete all of that. So that was my AC and my blower motor and all that stuff. I'm gonna go vintage air, and it's just gonna be like 3 little holes right there to do that. So once I get there, that'll be all done. But I shaved all that while I was out. I got fed up with doing body work, so I left that little rust hole over there. But that whole cowl needs to be replaced anyways. I was so tired of doing body work that I just said, screw it, I'm throwing it back together. I want to make my truck drive. And that's what I did. So, screw me. Other than that, the 4080 fits in there, but it is very tight, if you can kind of see it. There's a little pinch weld. The thing barely rides on it. You got all polyurethane mounts on the cab and radiator support. They are red. I know, I just bought red ones. Kind of look out of place, but then after I put the rear ones on, I thought they're kind of cool. But you're not going to see them. They're going to be underneath there. So you can see those guys. I got the cheap, I think those are Bro Speed off eBay coils on there. It's a 3.5 drop. Of course, you can see the fronts kind of like where I want it. The rear, after the bed gets on there, I might lower it down a little bit more. I have no clue how they ride. Probably rides like total dick, but I guess I'll find out once I get the bed on there. I got some riddlers inside for it. Some riddler 20 by 8.5 up front and 20 by 10s in the rear. I need to get a new fender for it. I'm trying to look for a blue and white fender that kind of matches that patina, and probably get a hood, just because that little dent right there bugs me. It got caught on a trailer and he yanked her out. I'm not even sure if it's going to fit my 20s in there with all this out. On the brakes, I got to go through this whole truck. A $600 truck, you go through everything. So this thing has all brand new bearings, rotors, calipers, brake lines, bushings, you name it, it has it. I went a little over the top just because I love 72s and it's the color I wanted. But all in all, I still don't have a whole lot into it. And compared to me going out and buying one, I'd rather build one. I probably could have freaking bought one for as much as I got, but I have a lot more pride building my own stuff. So there's all that. I just did a GM blue for the block. I painted all that up. You see my EGR delete right there. On the battery, I made my own battery box. So the factory one goes right here, and I wanted the intake to come over here. You see my truck's nice and rusty. You can see right through there. I painted everything with PR15, so that's why everything looks nice and shiny. It looks nice and good. PR15 and Rust-Oleum enamel works really good. Other than that, just follow the LT1 swap for the harness, lt1swap.com. They will hook you up right there. Then how to make it a standalone, he does all that right there. I usually watch a lot of Gearhead from live. He always has a bunch of good videos and very useful tips. That's where I learned a lot of stuff. And then, of course, just browsing around. Of course, United by Trucks is awesome to watch. Loves all the stuff I do, so shout out to him for keeping me motivated here, watching all his videos. You know, I'm in Missouri, so everything's rusty, but compared to most, that's not bad. I can replace that in a weekend. And I have all that stuff. Other than that, if you have any questions, like always, feel free to ask. Of course, I hate saying this, like and subscribe, sound like everybody, but hey, you know, it might help me out one day. I'll try to keep you updated on this guy. Other than that, the only thing else I got after this, of course, I'll be working on this for a while. I also got my Camaro. I got another Camaro I bought. I missed my other one so much. I bought me a 90 Camaro RS. It's white, red interior, and it's a 5-speed T-top car. So I was pretty stoked about this when I found it. Couldn't pass it up because I always wanted a 5-speed third gen. And this is going to be a T56 and an LS1 for sure. I will not have it any other way. I will buck up and spend the money for that T56. But that's what that car is going to be. So there you guys go. Any questions, let me know. I'll keep you updated once I have it fully on the road driving, get some burnout videos and all my, you know, final wheels and everything, all my final stuff on there. And then off the body work, and I'll be spending weeks on that, I'm sure. But for now, this is how it's going to sit this summer. It looks good when you open the hood. I hope it drives good. I don't know yet. Hydroboost works awesome so far. Like, that thing is pretty touchy. And if you want a Hydroboost video, let me know. I'll try to do just a tutorial of how I did that one. This is just kind of an overview of everything right now of the project I was working on. Well, thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. Again, just if you have any questions, let me know. I'll give you a hand. I don't mind at all. You guys have a good one. Thanks.